Today, we shall see victory! A great new altered fights at our side!
Alright, I'm back, viewers. Apparently when I went to try to queue up the last segment to conclude the demo playthrough, it just crashed the game application. But again, I'm going to go ahead and try to close it out with speaking to Jacob and see if we can't max this character out and then continue on. I'll end the broadcast after I max this character out. I think it's like level 7. We've already accomplished the world tier 5. After we speak to Jacob, what we'll do is we'll sort of back up to we'll just take a random spot and just sort of back up and just see what's up with the way it resets things. Does it really, because I'm kind of curious, like, when you do your side missions, does it matter? If you back up in the progress of the game, does it reset all of your side missions? Is it based on when you decide to start your side missions? I'm really kind of curious about those particular factors, and kind of curious too about the nature of the way this gear works, because we don't have all the options to deal with our gear as far as crafting and what have you. So
they're saying the hounds got wiped out.
What you see?
When you break down mods that have gear that has a mod in it, it's supposed to go in your inventory, but I don't see any place where we can recognize that point, that we actually have that mod or not. So I want to try to discern that a little bit better, if I can. Let's see here.
Just think, if this mission gets me killed, we'll never have to...
So this is where we were where we last left off in part 1 of our Technomancer playthrough. I'll let the ending cinematic start.
As the last remnants of humanity destroy themselves, the signal is still out there. And with it lies the key to our salvation. We journey from the ruins of our old world and into what lies beyond.
The things I've seen, even I do not believe them.
Where I am taking these two, there's no coming back.
You think you're dreaming?
What the...
This is real.
Get on!
Do what you were sent here for! Go! Beyond the frontier!
It's the end of the goddamn world out there.
All this persistence, this world is crashing down. And what will be left?
Beyond here, there's only death.
I'm finding that signal.
So yeah, so that shows the conclusion of the gameplay. Let's see, close that out. Okay, so now we should be able to select a different story point. Let's try this one here. I've seen this one recommended. This particular confront the altered at the tower is a good place to restart if you want to farm for gear, not necessarily legendaries, but gear in general. So yeah, so we're at that point. So we're still at World Tier 5 and level 6, so we should still maintain all that progress, I believe. Technomancer regains a portion of health when dealing damage with abilities or weapons. So it apparently just starts us right at this point, as if you've already started, or you've already queued up everything. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Seems like I've got... I think I have all my gear that I started out with before. Let's see here. I'll take a quick screenshot of this here. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, I took a screenshot of that because I want to determine this thing with the mods. Like I believe that when you break down a piece of gear that already has a mod, it will, I'm gonna sell these to the vendor. It will put the mod into your inventory. But again, we don't have access to the crafting aspect, so I don't even know where you would see the confirmation to that. I think we're going to see something in the little right hand corner. See, critical point showed up in the little right hand corner. To unlock a mod, find an item with it and dismantle. So I believe it's in my inventory, but again, I do not know how to access that particular point. But I hope that what will happen is that when we get another piece of gear that might have that same mod, something will indicate that we already have it. I've seen some people talk about, you know, there's a red highlight that will show up, but I thought the red highlight meant that the the you had that another mod of the same type that actually had better stats to it, is what the red highlight meant. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong, or it could be a combination of both. That you already have the mod, and that you have a mod that has a better stat. I don't know.
Jakob,
but
I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
I think
some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
We can run back and collect gear from these chests. This is the
he's a goddamn electro freak.
The mod farming tip.
More like flash frying everything for a mile.
Just pick up all gear regardless of whether or not
yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently,
is green, epic, or whatever it is, whatever gear it is, pick it up. And basically, if it has a mod to it, then what you want to do is either you can hold on to it in your inventory, or you can do like what I'm doing and break it down, and hopefully the mod is being stored in your inventory. And also, two points to all this, hopefully our inventory will transfer to the main game when it comes out, as well as hopefully the mods we have the gear we've broken down, and the mods that are supposedly in our inventory will transfer over. I mean, so there's several points to all that it's implied that all this will happen, but there's no guarantee. I mean, it's still subject to what they will decide to do once the game comes out, unfortunately. So we can hope for the best in any effort that we make in farming for gear and and supplies and what have you, but they could change their mind on all this, because they want to keep the player base leveled or some shit like that. I mean, they did that with, games that have already come out, like I remember Spider-Man, when they had their, before they brought out the second DLC, like, I was farming my Spider-Man so that, I called him my Super Spider-Man, because you could continuously raise your level of superior Spider-Man, and I was on a serious road to being like a one-hitter quitter type, and they regulated it where they set everybody back to some, to a maximum of a particular level for it, and so like I couldn't, all my progress, all my grinding to have this like really superior level Spider-Man was like for nothing. I mean, it really just took the thunder out of my sails. It went out of my sails there, the thunder out of my oomph. And hopefully, we won't have a similar issue with this game here, where every bit of gear, your resources, that you have or you might break down isn't lost in some way, shape, or form. Once the main game comes out. I mean, I do feel like I'm confident that they will probably keep our character level and world tier, but and possibly whatever gear is on your character. But I feel like everything else is an if then and a maybe, in my opinion. But I could be wrong on all that. I hope I am wrong on that. Don't for sure, because there's a lot of effort that people are putting into it. There's a lot of effort that I'm putting into it as well. What's this? Shotgun, slug. Okay, shotgun. Okay. 24. So, hopefully they will honor all that, and we'll actually be able to utilize everything that we've built up in this demo. So like I said, I'm going to continue on and try to get my dude up to level 7. Trying out this toxic ammo, and you gotta, the ability will end as soon as you reload or as soon as you switch your weapon, and I kind of started out with the wrong weapon. There we go, shit.
And so, Outrider, you've had your first kill. We Altered do not die so easily, do we?
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've left 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
Now, I want to also check to see how the side missions may have reset also too, because like I said, I don't know is that relative to when you activate them in your game progress. In other words, like if I activated my side missions along the way, then I'd have to back up all the way to the beginning of the game in order to unlock or make it seem like I've never attempted any of them, versus like just continuing through the main storyline, any side mission holding it to the end, and therefore all I need to do is just back up until the last segment to open them back up. I'm not really sure how that aspect works. So we'll find out in a second, hopefully. Some skills are ineffective against certain enemy types. Adjust your tactics accordingly.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed him.
I think after resetting this and going back up to it, we should get another reward, I think. Likewise as if we never did it, I think. I don't know, we'll see in a second.
I don't believe you.
What are you standing there for? Keep moving.
Guess not.
Only the dead get the day off.
Guess that's only through your first playthrough.
God help you all when I'm gone.
You
Who
don't
the
see
fuck is
like
gonna
the
hold this place together?
side mission looks like I've already completed it as well. Because it's grayed out. It's not like it's... See, it's saying replay quest. We're gonna
You've
go
been
ahead and do
gone
that
too long.
anyway, because it's a good place to farm for your
It's the least I...
legendaries.
I want to hear the moment our search parties.
And you can continue to level up doing that. But
Hey, I'm talking to you. Tanks are dry.
I'm wondering. I don't think you
hear? Captain
completely
Reiner's dead.
Reset these.
Good to see you again.
I don't think you ever completely reset the side missions, though. Whoops, wrong thing. I was just gonna fast travel. So you know we gotta go out the door. Might as well just fast travel a little closer to where we need to go, which is right here. Yeah, so after we do this, what we'll do is I'll back up to, say, one of the beginning chapter and just see what the side missions look like. If they're all still grayed out like that, then apparently backing up doesn't reset that. And like, I'm not, you know, maybe we could try a mission or something like that to see if we get the big reward that you get at the end. Like, I think that I don't think you continue to get that. Which tells me, like, I don't know. Well, let me just hold comment to see what's going on here.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse
Now, I think it
started.
seems to reset this
I doubt we
harvest
can
thing,
survive this.
which gives you iron, but you can only have like 1,000 iron. So like in a very short amount of time, I'll be capped out. And I think you can only have like 1,000 pieces of leather too. Now, the scrap currency, that you use to buy stuff with, I think that I'm not sure what the cap is on that. You might not have a cap on that, which would be nice. Let me just check my gear, make sure there's nothing better I can put on. Submachine gun. Is that level 8? I'm at a level 8 already. Crit damage. Let me try that. What the heck? No. We'll put that on. We want to switch this on. What's this? Light machine gun. Submachine gun. 100 clip size. 50 clip size. This kind of marries well. I don't know. The higher the clip size, I would almost say the better with that last ability that I have that I'm trying out here. It's called Blighted Rounds. Shit, went too far back. I don't know, it's just a thought. Try it out. Damage 9, 10, 11 damage. Twice the capacity. Bonus firepower. Anomaly power. 180 blighted rounds. When the skill ends, 40% of the damage dealt by the skills returned into healing and spread equally among all enemies. Let's see here. Okay. Anomaly power. 37, armor 133. Apples to oranges. Both level 8. Let's go with a higher anomaly power because we're going to hit this boss here with those blighted rounds as hard as we can. Okay. So you know, get all your gear. Instead of breaking down anything that's not legendary or epic, you know, you want to go ahead and sell anything that's not legendary epic to the vendor for the money and break down the rest if you don't want to use it, because you get a pretty good dollar from selling gear to the vendor. So we'll keep harvesting until we get to our maximum. It's probably there already, because I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, see, we have 1,000. Let me show you where that is. 1,000 of the iron, and that's the maximum that we can carry of that. Advantage of backing up in your gameplay is that you can, you know, reopen these chests, that's for sure, because if you just reactivated this mission from the commander, you wouldn't be able to reopen that chest. I mean, it would already be open, put it that way. Let's see, 210, 40 clip size, 20. Ooh, we got 230. Take that. Weapon leech. Salette. 60. That's not bad too. Double standard. Submachine gun. Assault rifle standard. 60 versus 40. 600. 750. It's not bad. We'll see how this works out. It's a shotgun. Much better. Automatic shotgun. Okay. Sell that. We're looking at 177. Sell that. One of the reasons why I'm holding those other pieces of clothing, because I'm a bit of a fashionista. This is cool, but it's not really much. Just got to fuck? God damn it. You first, bitch. Right, max level on the character. There we go. Got an extra class point. Set up. There's anything else. Pump action. Excuse me. I prefer this automatic. Level 8. No, that's a level 9. With that particular mission, the people farming, what they do is they kill the boss, see if he has anything good. If he doesn't, then they just, they pick it up. Some people do, some people don't. I would advise picking it up so you can sell it. If it's nothing that you just want to use. Break it down, keep the mods for things that are epic or whatever, but trying to get that legendary and then let them kill you and then just, start you back at this checkpoint and just kind of rinse and repeat. Like I said, when you first run through the game and you complete these missions, you always get, you know, a bonus sort of prize at the end. But I'm not, you know, you have a choice rather. I'm not really seeing that. Like I said, the positive end of going back in time or going back to a previous point in the game, you know, you keep your level, you keep your world tier, and the chests refresh themselves throughout the whole level. So yeah, this probably, like I said, after we do this, I'm going to back up and see where it takes me in the game progress and how it deals with the side quests. If it completely refreshes them, it doesn't seem like it's going to. I think you could back up at any point, and any mission you go on, the chests are now refreshed throughout the whole levels, where it appears like
Ain't nobody stupid enough to come.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang.
this side mission here isn't a good one to test that on, because the chests always refresh on this one.
You heard?
Won't give you rations I deserve. Give you rations I deserve. I swear.
I can give you a better example.
I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up anything about McCain. I'm pretty busy right now. What do you...
Your lieutenant's dead.
Tell me he died like a hero.
Died like a bitch.
Whatever he did, know that this is war.
Are you so sure it's even worth winning anymore?
God help you all when I'm gone.
So yeah, so you don't get like the a choice between the extra rewards like you do when you first run through the game. I think that's a one-time type deal. That's what that seems to be.
Other vendors are complaining I'm undercutting them. Suckers.
So like a lot of people take their currency and, you know, like I said, you sell it here. That's where you get the most for. Things like that. You look for mods that you don't have. See how that's red out? I think that means I already have this mod. Crowd turn, every turn shot deals extra 3 damage. Sometimes this store will refresh before you go back into it. So let me buy this. And let me buy this. And again, I'm gonna, give me a second here, I'm gonna take a picture of this here. So bear with me a second. Okay. Alright, we're back. So either that's the same as the mod that I broke down, or I have this in my inventory currently. So increases damage every turn shoot deals extra 3 damage. Let's see here for a second.
Ain't nothing free.
Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to check the description of the pictures that I took from the screenshots. And so the one that I broke down was completely different than the one that was in the vendor that was claiming that I had it already. So I don't know. Let's see.
How the hell does the ECA expect traders to make do without government subsidies?
Showing that I already had the mod in my inventory. Well, you know, at least on it, the piece of equipment that I was wearing. Now, again, I don't know if it's going to represent one that I've already broken down. That's the thing that I'm curious about. Like, you know, does it keep that information somewhere?
If you see Gutman, tell her I ain't paying no goddamn tariffs.
This is good for the blighted rounds as well. So
what you see is what you get.
8 versus level 9. So that South looks terrible. I don't have it on the looks, trust me. So this is a bolt action rifle.
What you see is what you get.
With scope. Okay, we do have a class point we can assign. So either going to go increase your resistance, reduce gadget skills cooldown. Let's go.
Ain't nothing free, altered or not.
Let's see what. Well, let me just double check. Refresh you sometimes just going into your inventory. Okay, so it's another minute left.
He cheated! He cheated!
How the hell does the ECA expect traders to make do?
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang.
So we don't have this mod, I don't think. So that's about 904. Really? 1645. Oh, ain't that good? Let's sell some of this. Level 4. Let's just sell this. Tears in the bucket. So chuck it. Level 9. fashion purposes. Okay. Let's see now we can dodge shots on enemies afflicted by status and additional status and choose. Shots create a fusion blast, dealing 18 damage within 5 meters, 14 on 9.
Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to come around here.
Automatic sniper rifle, level 8. Put on to level 9.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang. Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to know the hounds are still scared shitless to come around here.
Bear with me here. I'm going to take a screenshot of these things here.
Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to know the hounds are still scared shitless to come around here.
These things down now. And like I said, these mods, you'll see them appear in this right hand window, and my guess is they're going in my inventory. We just don't have access to view them. Bam. Seeing the number 1, so I'm guessing that it's letting me know I have one of that mod in my inventory somewhere. And we got a piece of titanium.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang.
So, check this real quick.
Other vendors are complaining I'm undercutting them. Suckers.
See how it's red, and the shoes I have on have the very same thing, so it's letting me know I already have that mod. It's just stats are just ever so slightly better than what I have on, which isn't spending money for that.
If you see Gutman,
so
tell her I ain't
paying. What we're going to do now is
give me the good stuff.
We're going to go to this other side mission for a second here. Yeah, that was the wrong thing. Actually, let's go ahead and back up a little further and just see if any of these side missions highlight like as if I did not do them. So we'll just go back to how do I do this? Wait a minute, I think I go into options. I think. Where do I go do that? Oh, return to lobby. Should return to lobby. Yes. And this is where we select the story point. So we're going to go back to the beginning here and see if any of the side missions show up as if they hadn't been done yet. This outfit looks terrible. Oh, somebody probably likes it. Yeah, at the moment between the Trickster and the Technomancer, I would say I probably would prefer the Trickster. I mean, at the moment, from, like I said, it's not leveled up. There's a whole lot of other skills. Who knows? One time you do all that, it might be a different story. As well as the other content in the game might sway that decision as well. It'd be nice if they're all equally balanced in some way, shape, or form, where, it's a thing of trade-offs in regard to which would be your favorite, and, sure, one might shine a little bit better than others in some particular point, but every class has some kind of,
Good to see you again.
Trade-off, whereas, they're not always going to shine as brightly as the other, depending on the circumstance, but all are equally able to accomplish the task at hand, or whatever the mission might be. See, I'm not seeing... Hold on, let me... Yeah, so I backed up to the very first part of the game. Hang on. Oh. So that mission is not available yet. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Hold on.
It ain't fair.
Move along, nothing to see.
You've come to the wrong place. So what did the old guy do?
Pissed off the bar. Those guys close to the market.
It'll be a big risk. Need to get moving.
We'll rough him up just a little bit.
Gotta save Jacob. Let's just play this out, see what happens. I mean, we're on tier 5, so, we still have the chance to get a legendary, definitely any particular chests that were locked or, had already been opened will be available again. It'd be interesting to see if, like I said, just by backing all the way up, do we get access to the final reward that you get when you finish missions when you first play through the game, and you get to select between, you know, these nice drops that they give you.
What the hell is going on out there?
I said this Technomancer was nice. Can't complain about it, that's for sure. I think these side things open up once I cue this up.
Now where's Jakob?
Epic. Take the epic. Is that it? There's two chests down here. That's it. Three chests.
Shira, I got Jakob out in one piece. He's on his way to you.
That old drunk just refuses to die. Well, we have some catching up to do.
See, I'm not showing any of the side missions available yet, which, like I said, hopefully that's a good sign. We'll see. Because, like I said, I'm hoping we can get access to that final reward. Where, you know.
Thanks again for getting me.
Shit.
Hey, man. Why can't we just get the altar?
No, because you won't.
We obviously have the same Baba. Alright. New side quest.
Outrider, be careful out there. It's bad.
Did not get
See
the
what I can
reward.
do. Shira,
Choice.
I still got about 30 years of questions to catch up on.
So if you make it back in one piece, come and ask me. But I don't promise I'll have all the answers.
Yeah, see, so that unlocked the missions, but as you can see, they're grayed out as if I've already done them. So
Good to see you again.
that explains
You'll be pleased
that.
to know the
That
hounds are still
explains
scared
that.
shitless
So
to come around here.
you know, in my opinion, that explains the testing on all that. I'd almost say that it seems like it'd probably be best to save the side missions till after you get to World Tier 5. I think we're going to try that for our next playthrough. Rifle, level 9. Next time, rifle. Okay. Yeah. Pump action. 68. Let's see, we'll sell that. Place that, sell that. this called? Worn body armor. Okay. Okay.
How the hell does the ECA expect traders to make do without government subsidies?
He cheated! He cheated!
That's nice. 30% extra bullets in your mag. Ooh. $15, 7 minutes.
He cheated! He cheated!
Just sell this stuff. Probably won't have enough. I might just have enough. Let's go ahead and get those.
Other vendors.
I may be a fashionista, but
Suckers.
Practical. Put those on. So what's that? Scrap net increases the detection and explosion on radius by 30%. Oh, that's pretty nice too. What we'll do is break that down.
What you
now,
see
I wonder if your
is
characters
what you
share
get.
your mod inventory. Probably not. And actually, what I would... Probably not. I'm guessing that they probably don't.
If you see Gutman, tell her I ain't paying no goddamn tariffs.
I don't know. We've already broken down several of the mods. I don't know. I'm trying to wonder here.
Other vendors are complaining I'm undercutting them. Suckers.
Let's go ahead and break it down. Dismantle it. Put the mod in our quote-unquote inventory. Fine-tuned. Man, I wish we could see that. Make sure there's no accolades or anything.
Ain't nothing free. Altered or not.
Claimed all our rewards.
How the hell does the ECA expect traders to make do without government subsidies?
As far as I'm concerned, I think that's going to end it for this playthrough with the Technomancer. And, it's been cool. It's been fun. And, I believe the next one, what we'll do is the next one what we'll do is I think we're going to do the Devastator.
What you see
I think that's the
is what you get.
chill out. And we shall see you on the other side. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoying the second part of the playthrough for the Technomancer. And again, the next one in the series for this demo will be the Devastator, I believe. That's what it's called. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's called the Devastator. So you can actually go forward or back. That's nice. Alright. See you in the next episode.